Hello, we have competing rooms. Oh no, who else is on? Hey James, how are you? Tasha and Alien, oh yeah. To be fair, Tasha's is like, she's like a, having a like a woosa calm down stream. She's not chitty chatting, so it's a different vibe, whatever vibe you're looking for. Hey Cooper. Hello Lindsay, how are you doing? And Sherry, I know, I'm on so early. I was like, you know what, I'm awake. I gotta work on stuff. Might as well work on it on stream. Totally different vibe, exactly. Oh, Tasha's stream is done, cool. I am pretty good, Cooper. I am tired from my trip this weekend, but it was very good. We're getting back in order. Dude, right? We all wish we had what Tasha was having. She's out there living her best life. Aw, thank you, Sherry. I'm glad you like it. I am working on another Luna Moth thing. I'm working on a book stand this time. It was good. It was a good trip. We hung out with friends, got to see a lot of cool stuff. It was a pretty short trip. We were only there Friday through Monday. So it was a little rough sometimes because we didn't have a whole lot of downtime. So I was pretty worn out on Sunday and Monday. And kind of taking it easy, catching up on stuff now, so. But it was very good. We went to Boston. 9 to 5 waiting to go home, oh man. Hello Phoenix, how are you doing? This is going to print like this, and I'm gonna add some extra help support back here as well. And that's what I'm doing, flattening out some of these steeper angles right here so that it will be able to handle that. Because that should be fine. And thank you for the follows and stuff, guys. I appreciate y'all. I'm using Nomad Sculpt. Yeah, Boston was really nice. And Denise, hi. Thank you for the likes that you like the Luna Moth. Yeah, Nomad it's a lot, but honestly, I feel like it's not as hard as a lot of other sculpting programs. So it's a good place to start. I believe in you. You just gotta, have patience with yourself. Enjoy the journey. Play around with all your different tools and stuff. Don't rush. Oh, thanks. ZBrush clears. For sure, I appreciate it. And Sammy Cat, hold on, Sammy Cat Flexies? I don't believe so. I mean, I have cat Flexies, but I don't do any, particular copywritten characters, so probably not, if I had to guess. Lindsay, these are all extra, all these guys over here are extra brushes that I had made. Custom brushes that help with textures and stuff. Nice, Denise, that'll be fun. And sorry if y'all are wibble wobbling. I got my camera on a different tripod, and if I try to scroll to look at the comments, it wobbles a bit. Let me know if that bothers y'all too much and I'll see if I can fix it somehow. Yes, I am live. I am live at not like midnight. It's incredible. Brush tour. Here, we can do that. Let's save this for a second. Let's grab a random sphere. I'm not gonna lie, like it looks like I have a bazillion brushes over here. But a lot of them are duplicates in just like different, like same texture on different brush styles. Hey Janelle. You mean like a Siamese cat? Oh, that's awesome, Wiki Prince. Okay. So, here, let's subdivide this a little. Oh dear. Delete louder. Subdivide. There we go. Okay. So we got this is like a scaly kind of brush. We got, what is this? And also, sometimes my brushes get reset and I just like go in and grab random textures for them. This is like a spiky kind of brush that I actually did never end up using. Like you won't see that one anywhere. This one is fur. Y'all see this one a lot. This one is grass / fur. You see that a good bit. This one's feather. This is short feathers. That's a good one. Aw, thanks Wiki, I appreciate it. You're always free to ask questions and stuff like on the YouTube tutorials or in the videos or lives or anything too. Even if I don't do courses, I'm happy to like answer y'all's questions in videos and give me different ideas. And see, this is that fur texture again with just a different style of brush, so it just behaves a little different. And again, that same single fur. And that's a duplicate. That's one that I normally mess around with. This is like a cobblestone. Whoops. Brush. This is Nomad Sculpt. Yes, Janelle, texture brushes are a lifesaver, literally. This is a scale brush. Y'all see this shape scale on a lot of like the backs, spines of my dragons. This is another scale. You see these on like the bellies of my dragons a lot. More fur. Whoops, where'd it go? There it is. That's fur again. There's that one again that I think is an accidental duplicate. This is like this type of screen. I am using this is an iPad Pro 2021 and I have like the paper screen protector on it. This is like a woody grain kind of texture. It looks really rough there, but if you soften it, it looks a little more reasonable. And this is a coin brush that I have actually only used for like one model, but it's there, it does its thing. Am I going out of order? I feel like I did. Nope, that's not that one. More feathers. More of those underscales. Oh, see, this is like a longer feather. Which I actually don't end up using these a lot, because if I want long feathers, I usually just end up sculpting in the details myself. That's more of that shape scale. Hey Kelpie, I do, I don't know if you've ever used Procreate. If you ever use Procreate, the system for making brushes in, see there's those scales again that actually go in a line versus singular. The method for making brushes in Nomad is basically the exact same as you do in Procreate, but if that is not helpful to you, gosh, my brain fog. I have like 2 videos on it on YouTube, but basically you pick like whatever brush effect you want, because all these brushes kind of behave a little differently. And you'll clone that brush, then go over here to alphas and do import, and import whatever black and white texture drawing shape you want. Like these ones are all ones that I've just like hand drawn or brought in from my other drawing programs. See, there's that scale, that one. I don't know what that one is. No, it's not there. More feathers. More fur. See, I told y'all guys, a lot of these are duplicates. Like it looks like I have a ton. This is another that's like good for scales and kind of different textures. Thank y'all for the gifts. I appreciate y'all. Aw, thank you, Anubin. Torn wand. The feathers, dude, the feathers and furs helps me like literally save my life, because I would not be able to do the kind of like detail that I do without those brushes. This is, I think I added this brush at one point to try and do like a kind of a scale spiky thing, but I actually never ended up using it. Yes, they actually make it really easy. It's really nice. Seeing all the secrets, exactly. And Jonathan, honestly, like, I really like Nomad. If I had to just pick one, like, I would stick with Nomad. I like how, like, easy and simple it is. There's that scale brush again. And how it's also on my tablet, so I can take it anywhere I want. See, I have that feather in, like, a bunch of different places. With like different, there's those little tiny scales again. There's inverted little dots. Oh, so here's single feathers. Feathers. That guy's just a pull. And see, a lot of these, sometimes it like doesn't save what my alpha was set to on there, but like I said, there's only like 5 brushes I use regularly, so I'll just change them out. Let's see, what is this? Oh, this is like little single dots that are inverted. Scale. Oh, these are more scales. Yeah, and I usually grab this brush, and then I have all these other textures too. I usually use this fur a lot too. It's a little more varied. You can kind of randomize it a little better. And then another good one that I use is sometimes, oh gosh, come back. Like this is a good one, especially for like feathers, like more distinct fur markings. Oh my gosh, why does it keep doing that? This is another one I use a lot that is, again, just for some reason not saved properly. Those little scales. What if I don't want it? There we go. Here's a brick texture that I use. This is actually the scale brush that I use for almost all of my dragons. No, let's see, it's not this type of brush though, it's gonna be this one. Because I swapped back and forth. Like, y'all recognize those scales probably. Anyway, that's it. That's most of the things. Every once in a while I use like this if I want like really fine textures. I don't know, if they're a lot of fun to play with. Yep, I usually make my own textures in Procreate or Clip Studio Paint and then save that flat image and import it into here. I have so many buttons because they're all custom brushes. And this is Nomad Sculpt, and I use a Bamboo P1S and X1C. Hey Dangly, how you doing? Okay, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Yes, I do have an ongoing list of things that I want to make all the time. And it is ginormous. And some things, like, I get motivation for different things at different times. And some things that I did not know I wanted to make pop up into my head randomly. And, you know, it just depends on the artistic impulse. Sometimes those are things that are going to get done sooner. And other things get done later. So it all, you know, there's always options going on. I'm trying to get these wings to stretch down here. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. How do I get the how to get the curve on the wings? Which part? Like these one? Like this curve right there? Ooh, that's awesome, Lulu. Honestly, I would start, like, if you want to get into designing your own stuff, I would start with Nomad Sculpt, which is this. Or Tinkercad is also a really good beginner program to start with for 3D modeling. It's more of a CAD, like, shape-based versus this more organic clay sculpting kind of. But both options are really good. Oh, the detail in the middle. This I used the crease tool right here. This one. So like that. The Luna Moth is just for members right now. It'll come out, it came out this month, so it'll come out the beginning of April for public. Ooh, mythical sea creatures. I have a hippocampus, like seahorse, like mermaid horse. I have a sea dragon. I have how many things? Two different types. Actually, no, three different types of sea dragons, actually. My seahorse, my leafy sea dragon, my blue Galcos dragon, and my sea dragon. They're all technically water dragons, or based on water creatures. What else do I have? I'm coming out soon with a dragon that you can assemble and print really large. So he'll be fun. And there's like sea dragon options for him. Yes, this one is really intuitive. I like how it has the clay. Ooh, your library and sea creatures. Very exciting. Yeah, Neokoi. It'll be on Colts in a little while in the future. Yay, that's awesome, Dangly. That's exciting. I'm glad you're learning. Feel free to ask any questions. My laundry is ready. Yes, exactly, Lindsay. Oh my gosh. This is Nomad Sculpt. Yes, my laundry was singing at me. For me personally, I felt like it was way more intuitive than Blender. I didn't personally like Blender. It was not my friend. But I felt like Nomad Sculpt was pretty easy to get the hang of comparably. There's still going to be a learning curve with like any new program you get into, but Nomad felt a lot easier than Blender when I tried it. You didn't like the donut tutorials? Dude, I didn't even go through the donut tutorials. I'm a menace. I was like, nah, YOLO. I'm just gonna try and make stuff. Then figure out what tools I have here. And then I was like, I hate this, and I'm never doing modeling again. But yeah, here we are. Steve, you can. You just gotta learn. Yes, Neil, what you do. Oh my gosh, Denise. Yeah, I feel you. The iPad is literally the only Apple thing that we own in our entire house. So I feel you on that. And people all the time, they're like, but like, can I get Nomad on an Android tablet because I don't like Apple? And I'm like, technically you can, but I've just heard that it works better on Apple. And like, I understand because I'm not an Apple girl. But like, the iPad and like Apple just do so well for design related stuff. And yep, 3D Designs, I do have a YouTube for tutorials. You can either find it in my bio link, or just go look up my name, KE Creations, there, same way that it is spelled here. Awesome, and for you, sounds good. That's good to know at Wicked. I've heard from different people that like it's a little bit laggier, or has more issues on Androids. Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate it. Using Nomad on Galaxy. Yay. Awesome. Yeah, well, the thing is, too, I feel like there's so many different types of Android tablets. Maybe that's just like, maybe some of their tablets in general are just better than others, whereas the iPads are a little more like standard all across the board, you know? So that could definitely be it. Hello, Weeby Trinting. How are you doing? A bigger RAM, exactly. For sure. And that applies to the iPads too. The more RAM you got, the better it'll be. Yes, these are compression because I have, in addition to helping not touch my screen when I am working, I also have joint issues, so they are lovely. These are the these are the copper compression gloves. I got them off of Amazon. I think the tag has washed off of them because I've had them a couple years, but yeah, they are great. Yes, Procreate is so nice. And unfortunately, they don't have an Android version. So you really gotta commit to the iPad for it. And then it makes an easy transition to Nomad from there. So that works out. Awesome, no problem. Oh, thank you for the gifts. Ooh, awesome, Denise. That's not a helmet. No. Not today. We have other things to work on too. You never know what you're gonna get when you come in here. I think you're probably hearing just the pen on the screen because that is, I have a paper texture on my iPad, so it adds a little bit of texture and noise when I'm drawing. Thanks for the gifts. I appreciate it. This is the 12.9-inch iPad. 2 days with the Ender? That's a long time. What settings are you running on that? You meaning like the print said the print takes 2 days, right? Thanks, Big D. Yeah, Nomad is great. It is a lot of fun. This is an iPad Pro 2021 year, and Nomad Sculpt is the program. Gosh, and Freya, yeah, that's low. What like infill and wall settings you got on that? I think it's pretty user friendly. I also hate Blender personally, and so I felt like getting into Nomad was an easier learning curve than Blender. Like Fusion for me is real tough. Like it's gonna be a very different. It's gonna be like a different switch in your brain to go from Fusion to Nomad, because anything like CAD to organic sculpting like this is very different. But if you can get the hang of Fusion, like you're a rock star. So, because Fusion is complex. But yeah, Nomad, I felt personally like it was way more intuitive than Blender. 10% cubic infill 3 walls. Gotcha. I have not used Canvas Draw tablets, so I can't say any, negative or positive about them. I'm not familiar with that brand. CAD background, nice, gotcha. But yeah, I feel like Nomad is a good place to go with getting into organic sculpting. I'm using Nomad Sculpt. Book Nooks, yes, that's awesome. Yeah, Book Nooks are a lot of fun. Those tend to be pretty popular for me too. And there's so many fun things that you can do with them. I need to do more of those, honestly. It's been a while. This is an iPad Pro 2021. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, it's really tough with the slower printers. Yep, all the puppets and stuff I made in Nomad too. Yep, it is Nomad. Adobe Fresno. See, I've never used that one, so maybe it's real tough, you know? I mean, I feel like everything is hard when you're just starting out. It takes a lot of time to get used to things. You pay one price and then you get everything. There is the newest thing that they have. They have this like quad remesher feature that you can add on and buy that dropped in like one of the newer updates, but I have not personally got it. And I mean, I don't feel like I'm missing anything that I need. So, you know, but that's like the only thing. It's just buy it one time, 20 bucks, and you're good to go. Thank you, Coral. I appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. Happy to help. And thank y'all for the gifts. And yes, I got lunar moths over on that screen for reference. Aw, thanks, Big D. I appreciate it. Hey, thank you for the roses. Hey, come here. No. Cal, come here. No yelling. No yelling. It's unnecessary. I use a Bamboo P1S and X1C. That's awesome, Denise. Yeah, I really like the P1S. I got the X1C first, and like my X1C is great, but I feel like the P1S does everything that I need it to and like has just as good of a print quality, but for a less expensive option, you know? So I always recommend the P1S to people. This is Nomad Sculpt. Oh, thanks, Lindsay. Oh, no worries. I hope you feel better soon, and Freya. Get some rest. And no problem, Nerd Geek. Ooh, that sounds nice, We Be Printing. I've considered getting one of the A1s because I've heard that they are like, they print fabulously and they're a little less hassle than some of the others, that they've fixed a couple things since the X1 and P1S series, which like my X1C and P1S run great, but I've heard that the AMS system, the AMS Lite, is way better. And like those are the only things that ever give me problems are the AMS, I feel. So I've definitely been curious to try the A1 series. Holly, this is Nomad Sculpt. Ooh, Death Moth would be cool, yeah. That would be a super fun one. Much more reliable and faster. That's awesome. Yeah, I might have to try that eventually. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. How are you doing? To paint a solid STL. Are you talking about like painting it in Nomad or painting it in Bamboo Studio? Or are you wanting to make a hollow STL solid? Oh, nice, buddy. Sending to not send my A1. Oh, yeah, We Be Printing. That makes sense. I mean, there is the paint tool over here. This one. And you can choose your colors and go in at it. The higher resolution you have for your shapes, the more detail you're going to be able to get. So like here I get pretty smooth detail here. See how I have more pixels? I'm not going to get a smoother detail, so I would need to subdivide that to get a smoother finish. 6 more, that's awesome. So in it's a little bit tricky. In Bamboo Studio, I do a lot of just like hand painting with the circle brush. And so that way I have full control over everything that I'm doing, and I just use an art tablet with that connects to my desktop, makes it a lot easier. Because sometimes it's gonna depend on the model how that fill tool works for you. Some models, they're gonna be separated out well. Some of them they're gonna be, you know, more put together and merged together, so it's gonna be harder to separate those organic shapes for drawing and stuff. I mean, for coloring and stuff. But you can adjust. Make sure that if you're using the fill, make sure you adjust your oh my gosh, what's it called? In art programs, it's called the tolerance. What is it what does Bamboo Studio call it? Adjusting the smart fill angle. Make sure you're kind of adjusting and playing around with that to try and get a good balance for how much you're wanting to fill. Hey April, how are you doing? Alrighty. I think we're about done with this guy. Awesome, I'm doing good too. In Nomad, there's not really. You can basically, like, if you have a model in Nomad, see how in my model, all of my shapes are different objects. So I could go in and like color all of that one shape at a time. See? But only if those are separated shapes. So then, like, if I went in here, I would have to use this paint tool. Whoops. And paint that by hand, if that makes sense. Yes, my tablet is an iPad Pro, the 2021 year. Yeah, painting stuff can be tricky sometimes, but no problem. Hopefully that at least helps explain things. Okay, let's work on flexies for this month. Red Panda. Let's see, what kind of body do I want to use for him? Awesome, no problem. I think if we go, maybe let's go with a squirrel and work off of her body. If I can find it. that's the squirrel. You know, I changed my mind. I'm gonna grab the sloth. Because I feel like the arm movements of these guys is gonna be more similar. Even if their bodies and stuff are very different. Oh, the brown bear body. Interesting. Where did that guy go? I need to grab him and look. Because I want the red panda. Like, I want him to be able to kind of sit up and move. It's gotta be like similar to the squirrel, but not totally. I think his arms need to go out and his legs need to go up and down. Okay, listen, we are going to the squirrel. Listen to me process out loud. Okay. Let's open this guy because I want his front arms up and down and his back legs to move like that. So we're gonna work off of this. And I had this squirrel picture up here because I was working away from my desktop, so we don't need him right now. Go away. This is called Nomad Sculpt, and yes, there is an Android for Nomad. And hey, Salidor. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I'm real bad with those names. Yep, I'm starting on a new design. This is the squirrel that came out a few weeks ago, but I'm going to use the kind of base anatomy that I have here in joint structure for this red panda that I'm working on. Yep, it's Nomad Sculpt. This is, I'm using an Apple product right now. That's how I'm using it. And yeah, I'll try to put this on YouTube after. Okay, let's see. Okay. Open. Let's add one of our red pandas to the scene. And get his face started. Oh no, it keeps freezing on you? Is it freezing for anybody else? And yes, the little baby cat series that I have in set 1, not freezing for you? Okay, cool. In set 1, I have a Siamese cat coat pattern in there. Not freezing? Okay, great. Where did that guy go? I swear he was around here somewhere. There he is. And to add this man's face. At least give us some type of a basis to work on. This is Nomad Sculpt. And we be printing, this is going to be a red panda. So it's going to be very different. So I got to reshape his whole body, but I liked kind of the arm and tail situation here. So that's why I'm using this space. I have a little small red panda. This is going to be a more detailed red panda. I have one of my little baby flexies. So similar to how I had the baby squirrel and then just did this squirrel, I'll do a more detailed version of the red panda. Yeah, for sure. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you like that one. It's one of my favorite too. I love red pandas. Hey, Alien, how you doing? Nice, that's awesome. How's the assembly going? Hey, Jessica. Ooh, that's awesome. Well, welcome. This is what I do. Printed in big or on a big orange Giga printer. That's cool. Hey Mormon, I'm working on a Flexi Red Panda today. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. I love these animals. Hey Nate, I'm doing pretty good. How are you? And Alien, I really like the smooth tool is essential in my opinion. I also really like I end up using the clay a lot. And then like my fur texture brushes, probably. I use the flatten a lot too. Like clay, flatten, and smooth are probably some of my most used tools. Like for getting in my basic shapes. Hey lurkers. Yeah, some people use Nomad Sculpt like this. Some people use stuff more like Tinkercad that's a little more CAD based. Some people use like a little bit of a combination of both. Ooh, we've got home a snowstorm started. That's interesting. See, I'm also home and so we don't have any snow here. But there was snow in Boston. In Michigan, yeah, that makes sense. It is very cold. Yeah, it's raining right here too in Georgia. You know, I don't love it. Let's add something to this and see if we can work with something else. Going back to the bear suggestion, can I add in a bear here and use some of their mechanics? If I can find my bear. there's the bear. I can't touch water, oh my gosh. Poor thing. Drama. Shh. Don't do it. Cow. Oh, thanks, Coin Chaser. I appreciate it. This is the 2021 iPad Pro. no problem. There are a lot of different videos on YouTube for Nomad. I have a few tutorials that you could check out on there. And I like, who is it? Southern GFX also has some good tutorials on Nomad on YouTube. I like his a lot. Sure, no problem. Honestly, I haven't personally tried ZBrush. I have heard it's pretty similar. It's kind of like a slightly watered down version of ZBrush, so it might be. I feel like ZBrush is pretty complex with lots of different tools and things going on. So I feel like I feel like Nomad might be a similar feel, but a little less intimidating. Not quite as much going on. Yep, this is Nomad. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that could be it. This does have a nice, pretty intuitive interface with the iPad. Yep, definitely more efficient. And yeah, I think Nomad is a pretty good way to learn 3D modeling. I feel like it's a little bit more intuitive than a lot of other programs, so not quite as hard to get a grasp on. Yeah, puppy, what are you crying about? What are you crying about? This is Nomad Sculpt. Hey, how you doing? It is also for Android. Welcome back. Oh boy, good luck. Talk to you later. This is Nomad Sculpt. I know, right, Zero? That would make everything so much easier. Jackie, this is Nomad Sculpt. Magic, right? It's Nomad Sculpt. And yeah, pretty much zero. Basically, like each of these little shapes, it's its own piece, and then I'll export them all together as a one moving object. Thank you, Tex. I appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Tex. Oh, thanks, Mr. Kendra. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Hey. Hush. Hush. No, I believe in you. You have to believe. Cal, stop. Come here. Go talk to me. Hush. Thank you. Ren Fair opening weekend. Like the Georgia Renaissance Fair? Ooh, maybe? I don't know that far out. I definitely want to go sometime this year while they're there, while it's there. But I don't know yet what weekend. Are you going to be there opening weekend? Sunday. Okay, awesome. Good to know. Mark, I have some tutorials up on YouTube if you want to check them out. Okay, awesome, Sean. Yeah, definitely please let me know when you're over there, and I'll let you know if we end up over there at the same time. That would be awesome. Yep, this is an iPad 2021 iPad Pro, and this is Nomad Sculpt that I'm using. This is Nomad Sculpt. Oh, thanks, Courtney. It's a really hard brain switch to go from 3D to 2D, honestly. But now that like I'm used to it, I actually find 3D easier than I found 2D. I am working on a red panda, little flexi animal. Hey Zois, how you doing? Also, let me know if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. I probably am. Zeus, gotcha. That makes sense. Great, great. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired today, but we're good. Getting some work done. Yes. I'm also excited. Yeah, it's always fun to see which things win the poll. I'll probably start working on that one later today. I try to get the flexies done first out of the poll winners because the flexies take longer to test and stuff with different mechanics than the boutique items do. Ooh, nice Wicked Constructs. Yep, the different colors make everything so much easier to tell what you're doing with different things. I actually don't use the X-ray feature a lot. I probably should though, because I just like changed the opacity. It sounds good, Zeus. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. And yep, what Wicked said, $20 one-time fee. It's quite affordable. Yes, you'll get there. I believe in you. It is a lot of fun seeing how different people do things. I am making a flexi red panda. There he is. This is Nomad Sculpt. Oh my gosh, Wicked. See, I should do that. But I am chaos and not patient enough to stop and take the time to do that. Every once in a while, I'll like name folders, but I really should be better about that. This is Nomad Sculpt. Hey Joshua, how you doing? Awesome, I'm doing pretty good too. Just catching up on some works after being out of town. Yes, I actually have 2 dice towers that I'm working on that I need to go edit after this. Nomad Sculpt is $20, one-time fee. Yeah, it's not bad at all. And yep, the $20 allows full use. There is one new feature called like a quad remesher that you can pay extra for and use, but I have not bought that and played around with that at all. And I have not had any issues, like feeling like I needed that or anything. So that is the only thing right now, currently, that they have that you can pay extra for. Yep, I just use the regular Apple Pen. This is the Gen 2 Apple Pen because that goes with this iPad, but the Gen 1 I've used also for the older iPad. Yes, totally, Bear. You should do it. Bearded Bear, yeah. Hey, Frost, how are you? Awesome. That's always nice. Yep, I got it sculpted. I still need to print test it, but for now we're good. Here's this one. That style stand, and then I also did a stand like this. So let's see. Ooh, nice. That's awesome, Frostbit. Hey, Crafty, how you doing? Hey, 3D Crafted. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Dude, I know. I haven't been on much recently. I've been like traveling and sick and like all sorts of things. But yes, I am not normally on at these hours. This one's a little bit unusual for me, but decided to get on and go for it. And when I had the motivation and energy to work on stuff, figured I might as well stream with y'all while I do. You're not complaining. I am pretty good. I am tired from being out of town and traveling and stuff, but I'm happy to be home, and all things considered, I'm doing pretty good. Oh no. Well, welcome back, but that's not very fun. Yeah, crafty, I think so. I think like having a foundation in like drawing and art can definitely help you, but I don't think it is essential to be able to learn and do well with like 3D sculpting. Like I know plenty of people who don't have backgrounds in like art and illustration, or at least like very much, and they have gotten into sculpting and they do totally fine. It's just about taking the time to figure out how to do it and how everything works and learn your tools. Hey Vision, how you doing? Dude, it's okay, you don't have to draw stick figures because there's no stick figures required for 3D modeling, you know? Oh, that's awesome, 3D crafted. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yep, Jurassic birds, basically. It's gonna be a T-Rex. Which, technically, basically Jurassic bird. Hey, King. Oh, yeah, Vision. I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, close, but no. But yeah, I'm just working off of my bird anatomy for my dinosaur before my T-Rex because, like, basically bird, you know? But now I'm wondering if I can reasonably make this guy horizontal. Give him a little flexy wiggle in his midsection, or if that's going to hit my feet. It's actually not bad at all. Huzzah. How I did all that? All of what? Which parts? No, that's not what I want to do. Just split it, not trim it. Word for word. Also, y'all, I might have to get off here soon. I am, like, losing my voice for some reason. Oh, thanks, Blue Collar. Talk to you later. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, thanks, Crafty. Oh, thanks, guys. Hello, Tasha. If you are still there. what it looks like. You know, I think there's a break in the rain. My dad just texted me that he's gonna go walk. So I'm gonna go take my little doggy for a walk. I think I was kind of needing a break anyway. So I may be back on here later to continue working on this. We made some good progress. We got good progress on my T-Rex. Most of his anatomy in place. And got a good start on the red panda. So I'm gonna save this guy and come back to this later. Gonna go, it's been raining off and on like for the past 2 days. So I'm gonna go take my doggy on a walk while we got a little dry spot. So sorry, I feel like I'm getting off suddenly, but I will be back hopefully tonight, if not some other time this week. But I appreciate all of y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye bye.